Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're here with Davide Giannoccaro, the most good-looking man on this place, man. Look at him. And he just got first place at the PH Cup. And what did you play today?
Branded Despia, the candidated best deck of the format, I guess.
Okay, so let's be real. Why is it the best deck?
It's not necessarily the best deck. This deck is in a spot in which whenever it gets
So you're lying.
one... Sorry?
So you're lying.
Yeah, I was lying basically.
Okay.
But it's best looking.
It's good to admit it.
Yeah. But I mean, the deck is in a spot in which whenever it's a tier 1 of the format, it gets so much hate that it basically becomes unplayable because you lose.
You hard lose to the card that you lose to.
You can't dodge Ash forever and that kind of stuff.
Okay, that's fair.
Talking about Ash, got really better at playing around it. We will see that there's no cross-out in this deck list because I think that card is just bad and this engine can play pretty well through Ash with all the other cards of the engine.
Okay.
So I don't think it's really necessary. We can go directly.
Then let's start with the deck profile and you will explain as we go.
Yeah.
And now shout out to our sponsor. The first one is GRAAD, the best grading company in Europe, based in PIANETA Hobby in Milano. The second one, CARDTRADER, the online marketplace platform where you'll find the cards you need at market price in one shipment only. Create your account using the link right here. Third one, Game to Collect, is one of the top Italian sellers on the market, specializing in American high rarity cards, gold format and misprints. They also collect your cards for up to 85% of their value. Next one is Magician's Circle, a local store based in Trieste, specialised in sealed and custom products. They also host events for all TCGs. After that we got Cards Corp, another local store based in Pietra Ligure, Liguria's best shop to buy singles and play Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments. Then we have GAMERLAND, local store based in ABBIATEGRASso, Lombardia's best shop to buy singles, sealed and play weekly tournaments. Then we have CHAPA'S Playmats. They produce amazing custom playmats that may have your own images on them. Last but not least, we have Dragon Ink. They produce our official PH jerseys and cloth mats. All the links are in the description down below, so don't forget to check them out.
Starting from the Despias.
Okay.
To Aluber,
Only two Alubers.
Only to Aluber. The deck can reach Brafu through many different lines thanks to Quem, basically the best new card in the deck.
Yeah, of course. Like if you have Aluber and Quem, usually you will go for Quem, right?
You usually go for Aluber.
Really?
Whenever it depends. Actually, this deck.
Okay, so there is no fixed lines. It depends on the hand that you got.
If you have Albion, for instance, you can start with Quem. Whenever you have access to Brafu already, you can start Quem because it's get pretty crazy when you resolve Brafu with this card on the field.
Yeah. Also, when you go Prosperity, Quem triggers. I learned that.
Great entrance, I'll be honest. Obviously, it's not an idea of mine. The Project 70 team played it.
All the credit to this man over here. My son over here.
Also, one shout out to Marco Pastore, which got top 4 at National with Despia.
One big shout out to him.
We're a great guy.
Okay.
The ratio are also 2 Cartesia, 3 Albas. This card is so fucking crazy with the
I guess it's mandatory to play 3 since...
It's not a matter of grind, it's more a matter of this card is crazy when you go second, so fucking crazy when you go second, and having this one in grave is crazy also.
Well, we also have to consider that, you know, getting maybe like the Kashtira card that banished from top deck, you never want to...
You don't want even one to be banished face down, so I think 3 is mandatory.
Okay.
Even drawing is pretty good because discarding is pretty good because I think this card in grave is pretty fucking crazy. You can special summon Cartesia, you can reborn.
Yeah, you have a lot of ways to see it. It's good to have in grave because you special summon Cartesia.
The deck is in a spot in which in some matchup passing with just Quem and Cartesia with Albas in
wins you the game.
So much interaction.
Especially with Lost.
Yeah, especially.
Okay.
Bestials, the small package, 1 Lubellion, 1 Siren here.
Okay.
You can discuss, it depends on how the format goes, but you can play even more, but this card...
Yeah, we were considering it today, but usually that's the must play, pretty much.
The fact with this card is that they are not bad if you draw it with other engine, but if you draw them by itself, are not that great.
Okay.
The lost targets, my father, Merc is mandatory, Kit is not necessarily mandatory, but is pretty decent in some line to add it with Lost.
Okay.
The Dark Magician.
I think he's the most, the strongest out of all the spellcasters.
It's crazy when you summon it with Deploy. No, I'm joking. This card theoretically is crazy against Kashtira if they go Arise Pascal's Dragoon out the old board by itself.
Yeah, but Dragoon is also in a really good spot at the moment.
It is, but it depends on how the format goes in terms of Kashtira. Today I didn't play with Kashtira at all. and so the card was mid, to be honest. But if Kashtira still remains the best deck, the card becomes mandatory.
Well, it also is relevant that since Purely is actually exiting the format, there are a lot less kaijus around.
True. Kaijus are not real, and some decks can also against runic matchups. Dragoon is pretty fucking crazy. It's hard to out of the card.
Exactly what we were trying to say. Go on.
Exactly. Take monsters aside.
Just trashing them.
This card is crazy.
It is.
Absolutely crazy. It's
the teleport for Cartesia.
It's absurd. To draft.
It is a mid card.
It's a mid card. When it resolves, basically it says you win the game. It's Victory Dragon on the card.
Yeah, exactly.
One red, you can play even two, but there's no space. One lost for the bestial package. Three opening,
of course. Another teleport.
Yeah, but these cards became crazy with the Quen release. It's so freaking good.
Of course.
One Nadir.
Because you draw one normal and you finally have another really good target to special off it.
Exactly, it's so crazy. One Nadir did it for Trust.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
And this one more card to play through Ash. Today I searched it with the Trust after I got Gammed, actually, crazy enough. But
what is that? What the fuck is that?
You always side out when it's confirmed.
It's usually good, I think.
It's
like it gets you to what you want.
Yeah, it gives you an Albas in hand, which is crazy because this deck is Albas centric at all. It's a good card for me. It was crazy.
Okay.
Double prosperity.
Would you play more than one eventually?
I don't know yet. I mean, with Kashtira exiting the format.
Well, the fact that you're saying that you don't know yet, it means that you can consider that as an option.
The fact is that it's pretty good to play through Ash, but sometimes it's a win more because you don't have
like
that many cards.
If you didn't get ashed, you would have to have another card.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, not necessarily. You always side it out when you go second, which is a problem in my opinion, because you would like to keep it when you go second, but you can't.
Okay, because you have 3 flag spots.
Crazy
whatever card. I mean,
this card
Cartesia's best friend.
Yeah, but the fact that you can play this card in Despia says it all on the card. I think this card was a blunder for the ban list. It should have been on the ban list first round.
Okay. And we're even playing Chu, but it's still the strongest card.
Because like there's no space and some lines you want to draw with Algia, so sometimes it's pretty conflictual, but the card is crazy with Quen.
That's pretty good. Okay.
Flagspot, double thrust, which becomes 3 Harpies Feather Duster, 3 Dark Ruler, and 3 Dark Hole. Okay. Dark Hole is theoretically in the list for Runics, because if they don't have Carrot on the board, but you can bait it pretty easily, this card cleans the whole board, and if they have only Runics, this deck
can usually play through them. You do not have a problem.
So it was pretty good for me. I mean, this deck discards a lot and takes card back in the end phase, so drawing this card is just whatever.
If you are in a situation in which you are playing the game, you're usually winning that game.
So you can
either you don't play, or if you play, you win.
Yeah. Also, Harpies, I never loved Harpies in the main. I mean, but...
pun intended.
Pun intended. But Labyrinth is another candidate for being the best deck, so I think he's...
Well, but it is the IKEA version, so it can be discussed.
It's never bad against Labyrinth.
Well, it is not.
At least it baits something. L'asso di briscola. It's always...
The asso di briscola, ladies and gentlemen.
There's no matchup in which is bad. Also in the mirror is decent right now.
Yeah.
I think this card should be
played. Fuck you, whatever. We're not speaking about that.
Only Burial, lonely. There's no there's no Sark, which is usually his best friend, but we needed to cut some engine. We are all already on 41.
The engine is so strong that you're cutting on strong cards to get stronger cards in.
Yeah. Also, we didn't know if Droll would have been in the meta still, and Burial and Sark are the only cards of the deck that play into Droll badly.
That's pretty fair. Okay.
This is a new ad.
Fuck you.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. This card is not bad.
This card kills the jungle. Yeah. Like it does negate random stuff.
The fact that it comes back to end every
actually explain what the card does, because I don't think a lot of people know.
Basically, you target an Albas fusion on the board. So Mirror Jade, Lubellion, Albion, and whatever. And it does Kali Yuga on the other cards, so it blanks all the face-up card on the field.
So it plays around like random shit.
The fact that the meta is so generic right now that having such a generic response to everything is crazy. You can today I won against Labyrinth is particularly good because it also negates floodgates. Also, it's good in turn 3 against Labyrinth, and it really won me on the spot in a situation in which he had the big welcome, and you can respond with
because
everything on the board.
It really does kill the jungle. Like
Lady, Arianna, big welcome, you go with this and you blank everything up.
Yeah, but it's good to have a go-to card when you are against a strange matchup, or in generally matchups that are won by negating their powerful play, especially when it's beyond the monster zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Retribution, this card is crazy.
Fuck you.
It's so crazy. Also, as an interruption, is pretty good.
Okay.
Extra deck to Mirror Jade is mandatory.
Yeah, I think it's standard.
Is mandatory.
Yeah.
Rebellion, you don't need more
Also
than
standard.
Ring Room, Sanctifier. This card is still very good.
It is randomically protected from a lot of things that you should really not be protected
If
from.
you summon this against Sky Striker, which a lot weeds are playing right now. I'm joking.
Trust me, I will know.
This card is basically so good in that matchup because they can tout it and it does provide the advantage every time.
Nobody knows why he cannot be fused or targeted or whatever. Whatever. I mean.
Titanic Blood is crazy. My favorite card of the extra decks. So
it outs towers.
Tower is so good to have it on the field. A lot of time you go to Brafu.
Okay, sorry, my telephone just kind of died, so we're restarting from, I guess, the standard part that we explained.
We said Rebellion, you don't need more than one. Ring Broom, you need it for specific lines. Also, it's pretty good to have it in graveyard.
Of course.
Sanctifier is still crazy. We were saying that it's a crazy tower in some matchups.
Yeah, because it's kind of hard, surprisingly hard to out. And if it stays on board, it provides so much pressure that you're not living through a game if this card resolved 2 times.
Exactly.
So that is very fair. I mean, no, it is not.
One, we don't need to because we are not playing Puppet. Maybe this is a parenthesis that we can open. We don't think that Puppet is necessarily that relevant win condition anymore. The deck put so much on the board also without Puppet, and every time you go for Puppet right now, it always seems like
you would have rather had more flexible interruption than actually going for Puppet and losing to Beasted randomly.
One only Bestial on one random bell, so it's not necessarily worth.
But also it is very good if you actually go for the Puppet lock and have 2 Beasted.
I mean, to be fair, if a Despia player is particularly good, there are many lines in which you can protect your Puppet combo, but we wanted to be spicy.
And also we are not good.
No, we are
We're just not good.
Yeah. I just want to put Dragoon on the board.
He's good.
He's good. And he's playing Puppet. I'm not. One Chimera.
Because that's the second Guignol, I guess.
Which have cut it, but for me it's crazy. Also, I don't go for Puppet, so this card is the main interruption when you go first. I won't never play Despia without playing Quertis.
It's crazy.
This card has in the text, you are not accepting defeat. You can't. I don't want to accept defeat.
When you're struggling, you're desperately grasping things.
Yeah, also is you always go for this with Branquignol or if you have already Quem on the board. So it must be played in my opinion. Crazy fucking card. So freaking good. I mean, mio padre. I don't know if we...
Sta incazzato nero. È furioso!
But this card is my favorite card in the extra deck right now. It's so freaking good to play through boards because it can tribute itself. You can tribute it for Rebellion.
It outs towers because it gets pretty damn big.
Right, big and big. If he's in the grave, he's always your second target to be sent after Albion. So it's really good. It was amazing.
It's good in grave. It's good in field.
Yeah. As I said before, but the camera didn't record it.
Yeah, so somebody will actually cut it. I have no idea.
I mean, this card was honestly mid for me today, but if you play with a lot of Cacteras, this card gets better and better, so I think it's reasonable to be played. And 2 super poly targets. I was not confident enough to play only Maddy. Maddy is really good to play through interruption also, because
the targeting protection is relevant.
Yeah, especially when you have Albas in hand, you can declare dark, and basically you are playing through Imperm, Vader, and that kind of stuff, having a mirror grid on the board, so it's pretty crazy. Garura is there for Sprite, theoretically it comes up. Today I summoned it a lot against Labyrinth, but I mean, I would play it again, honestly.
Okay. What about the side deck?
The side deck was a lot of cards to be searched of draft.
That's some bullshit right here. I can smell the bullshit
really
from a mile away.
We said it before. The other 2 rulers, the other 2 Harpies. Banlist Editor 2, it was really painful. I'm joking, I wouldn't play 2 anyway. Called, which go side by side with the application. These are...
What the fuck is even that?
This
What is that?
trust target, which basically says, if you're being hashed, I'm setting this with trust and I'm resolving.
And I'm doing everything in your turn, in our turn.
Also, this cannot be hashed, which is maybe relevant if your opponent is out.
Maybe, just a bit.
You can ban it. You can ban it. We just discovered.
We didn't know.
Nobody knows.
This card is crazy. It helps grades of the ancient organism. Masquerade for time reasons.
Fuck you.
And my beloved. I think these cards has the potential to be the most broken cards of the format. I mean,
We clearly did see it today. Like there were a lot of builds just running around.
I maxed them. I think these cards are crazy. This card searching the Lubellion to search another one of these.
You search whatever the fuck you want, Albats, Albion.
My approach with the side deck was let's fill the side patterns against all the main expected matchups, and then let's put all the bestial I can.
Of course.
And,
like every free slot is a bestial.
Yeah, that's Magnum of this.
Okay.
So freaking good.
And that's all, I think.
That's all.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome, mate. Thanks to Purple for hosting the tournament.
For asking the amazing tournament, and I guess I'll see you all next time.
Bye-bye.